seconds and counting.
Hey, what's good, guys? It's Clutch here, and Essam here, back in another video. And for today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Houston Texans. And the NFL draft is currently ongoing. And the Houston Texans made a lot of movement at the beginning of the draft. I don't think anybody really anticipated this much of a, fireworks show in Houston, if you will. There was a lot of talks I was going to be defensive player at number 2. And then that we weren't even really going to consider Stroud. This and that about Stroud. This and that about Tyree Wilson. And nobody really knew what was going to happen in Houston. There was a lot of question marks. No insiders really had any intel on us. A lot of people were mocking us. Tyree Wilson, Will Anderson, stuff like that. Will Levis even. And then the Texans came in, shocked the world. And I mean, it wasn't too much of a shock by the time the pick was announced, considering that the sports book odds moved drastically in CJ Stroud's favor, about 10-15 minutes before the draft. I believe it was a minus, I don't know for sure because I muted my whole phone, so I wasn't seeing the live stuff. But from the tweets that I have seen, I think it was minus 1,000 or minus 1,200, good 10 minutes before the draft. So you kind of had a fair idea who the Houston was going to draft at that time. And it ended up being quarterback, or Ohio State quarterback, CJ Stroud. And if you follow me on Twitter, you probably know that I personally have really, really loved CJ Stroud for over 2 years now, or at least going to be hitting 2 years soon. And ever since his first game, ever since his first real start with Ohio State, I fell in love with him. He didn't have the best of first games with Ohio State, but ever since he took the field, especially in that second half, in the first half he was okay. He looked like what a new quarterback would really look like in a new college system, new college team as a young guy. Young, I believe, was 19 years old at the time. So he looked like what you would expect. Nothing crazy. He didn't look like he's going to be that good. And in the second half, it looked like a different man came out of that locker room or came out of that tunnel. He was electrifying in that second half. And after that, his first game, I knew he was going to be a great quarterback in college at least. And ever since then, I've been a big fan of him. Me personally, he's been my guy. I've been rocking with him for over a year, almost 2 years, I think. Going to be 2 years soon. So I'm more than happy with the pick. I'm going to talk a little bit more a breakdown about CJ Stroud. We're probably going to be doing a full-on breakdown of the picks in the future, a couple of days, if not a day or so, whatever. But things about CJ Stroud, right off the top, extremely, extremely accurate. In my opinion, the most accurate passer of this class. Very, very, very good footwork. He has very, very good footwork for a quarterback. Very poised in the pocket. He does get a little bit rattled at times, I'm not going to lie. But in that Georgia game, when he was facing a dynamic defense, a dynamic pass rush, he was able to put those concerns to bed. He was able to put the concerns of him not being able to run, move outside the pocket, create outside the pocket to rest. And I think one thing that really, really, caught Houston's eye, if you will, is his ability to work under center. And in a West Coast system, you're going to have to be able to work under center a lot. You can be under center, I believe, most of the time, if not all the time. You can be in shotgun at times. You can be empty sets at times. When you watch the 49ers, when you watch the old Texans, when they were with their Gary Kubiak West Coast offense, a lot of the times it was under center. And CJ Stroud, he has a ton of experience doing under center stuff. Play action, bootlegs, stuff like that. And it's all about timing. And he has great timing with his receivers. And of course, you can make the excuse, five-star wide receivers at Ohio State, blah, 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 this and that. But it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it does to an extent. But a lot of his thing was ball placement, accuracy, and timing. He's going to be in the lab with his receivers, with his Texans receivers this offseason in training camp. He's going to be ready for the season. And he's going to create a special connection, a special timing with these guys. And I feel like him and Nico Collins can actually become a pretty good duo. I feel like a lot of people... I'm pretty excited in general. I feel like him and John Mechie can be a good duo as well. John Mechie can kind of be our Jackson Smith and Jigba, if you will. The way they're both smaller guys. I believe they're both 6 foot. They're both 6 foot. Both have similar speed. Both have similar strengths and weaknesses. So I think John Mechie could be CJ Stroud's Jackson Smith and Jigba. I think that's something to really, really, look at. And Nico Collins, he's a pretty big receiver. What is he? I think 6'4", 6'3", something like that. So he runs a 4.4. So a big, fast guy. CJ Stroud, he has experience throwing to bigger guys. Of course, Marvin Harrison Jr., he has good jump ball placement. So he should be able to give Nico Collins some pretty good jump balls. And if we remember last year, no offense to Davis Mills, but I mean, we all saw how bad of a passer Davis Mills was for most of the season last year, missing jump balls here and there, missing wide open guys. And a lot of the time, Nico Collins was wide open or had a mismatch against a smaller corner or safety. And Davis Mills just wasn't able to pick that apart. And I feel like a guy like CJ Stroud, who has better accuracy, better pinpoint passing, he'll be able to do just that. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the video. We're going to do more of a breakdown, more of a deeper dive into CJ Stroud over the next few days. But me personally, I'm stoked. I'm excited. I don't even know the word. I don't know. But I'm very excited. I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, it's been Clutch City Entertainment. Let me know y'all's guys' thoughts down below on the pic in the comments. But yeah, it's been Clutch City Entertainment, and I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.